can't cut anything down in here. You see this? If I cut stuff down here and start cleaning this up, I'll lose all these loofahs. One of my favorite excuses for why my garden is so messy is that I'm saving seeds. Seeds everywhere. It's been very dry, which is a good time for seed saving, if not so good for whatever crops are still in here. And we've cleaned up these rows to a significant extent right in here. They need to get remulched and replanted, but we're just kind of waiting for the rain right now. The edible Dioscorea bulbifera are about ready. The vines are starting to die back. These are ready to be harvested if we want to. They actually taste really good. I ate my first one the other day. It had a very nice texture to it. I almost had an aftertaste of some sort of a dessert, even though it's not really sweet when you first eat it. It was really a very, very pleasant root to eat. A root that doesn't grow in the ground. It grows on the vine. So part of the reason we have the Grocery Row Gardens is to feed our family and to show people what it looks like for YouTube. But another reason we have them is for my daughter's seed business and plant nursery. So cuttings come out of here and seeds come out of here. So sometimes this means putting the food production aside and not clearing an area for much longer than you might normally do, because we were trying to grow lots and lots of seeds for lots of other people to grow the same crops we're growing. These bulbils are edible fried. They're actually edible raw too. It's a really cool plant, the Chinese yam. It has a big edible root beneath the ground, and it also makes these bulbils, some of which are pretty small, and really just saute them in some delicious oil of your choice and salt them, and they're just like little fried potatoes. Perfect little nuggets. Yam berries is what Eric Tonesmeyer calls them. Very cool plant.
The wind knocked down this cassava plant, so we're just gonna harvest it now and then take cuttings from it and sell them in my Etsy shop.
These are trapjaw ants. These sting very badly. Another one of those weird Alabama things. Just don't want to touch them because they sting like a hot needle. I think they have a stinger on them. See them? What are you doing in my house? Where's my cassava house? Ah, there we go. That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good. This is one plant too. It looks like two, but it's not. That one rotted because the wind knocked it off. That one's still good. That one's a little woody. That's not bad. This is blue ribbon sugarcane. I'm gonna cut it because it's in my pathway here and because my daughter is selling them. They've got to get mailed to other people. It's a good excuse to cut them so I can open this area up. It's so good. I'm gonna have to cut a piece and eat it. It tastes like almost like caramel candy and sweet corn. It's like the best. I don't know if you guys have ever had raw sugar, but that's what sugarcane tastes like. It's got all these undertones to it. It's not like that boring white sugar. It's so good. Good.
This here is Celosia argentea. The pollinators love it. It makes these little edible leaves. They're delicious. It produces small seeds, which technically they're probably edible. They're really not worth harvesting. I will have the seeds for sale in my Etsy shop though, so go check that out.
What are you laughing at?
It's so painful.
There's so few
so
seeds.
Tedious.
Look at how hard it is to make money
Look
these
at
days
this,
in this
guys.
economy
It's
with these
very,
plants.
very hard. I'm a starving child. This economy is just really not it right now, and I just need money for my seeds right here. You can go support me. I would really appreciate that. I have great dreams that I just can't follow. I don't have money. But with your support and your help, you can be the reason that I have money.
Terrible.
Click the link in the description if you want your own seeds.
It's kind of a different thing if you're saving seeds for a commercial reason, even if it's a small little nursery or something, compared to saving seeds for yourself. If you're just going to save seeds for yourself, you really only need to dedicate a small amount of your garden, save some of the better plants to produce. And of course, there's inbreeders and there's outbreeders and a lot that goes into saving seeds. But generally, if you could just save seeds from some of your best plants for the next year, they'll do well in your garden. You don't have to leave your entire garden a mess all the way into fall like we do in order to get all of the cuttings and seeds and everything that my daughter's business uses. But it also kind of gives us a break from having to work on the gardens. So I like the idea of clearing it out and getting to work in there, and sometimes it drives me nuts that there's just stuff sprawling all over. But there'll be a cassava plant and a sugarcane plant, and then they've got yams climbing all over them, and it's such a mess of stuff that if I cut any of it, I'm gonna lose this seed or that cutting or whatever else. So it just kind of sits there until we're getting close to the real end of the season when we get our first frost, and that's when we really go through and we're gonna save every root and every seed that we can for the winter season. So anyhow, I hope this was at least entertaining. It's a nice time of year to be out. It's cooled off a bit, even though it's really bright and sunny today and blowing my video out. It's very pleasant out here, and it's just good to hang out with my daughter and save some seeds. If you are not signed up yet, and if you're anywhere in Florida and you haven't been destroyed by a hurricane, Scrubfest 3 is our big food forest event for the year. We'll have a lot of the plants that you saw in this video there, and we'll also have other seed vendors, including Seed the Stars, and we have Scrubland Farms Nursery, which is hosting us, and it is an awesome food forest nursery. We're also going to have Green Dean speaking there, Randall from Flomaton Famous talking about backyard orchards, Mark Bailey and Amanda Merrick from the University of Florida talking about edible landscaping, and I'm going to be talking about how to put in a food forest in a weekend. That is Scrubfest 3. It's awesome. Bring all your kids. Kids can come for free. And if you want to get tickets, I'll put a link below. Thanks for joining me. Catch you next time. And until then, may your thumbs always be green.
All right, this here is Celosia argentea. It's a close relative to the purple amaranth that I sell. It produces tiny seeds, and this one, it's beautiful. It's a great pollinator, and it's also very edible. Click the link in the description if you want your own seeds.
From Celosia, Argentina.
Argentina, the Celosian Argentinian.